The other problem is that our minds focus on what we tell them to focus on. We have such a powerful brain. If you ask certain questions of yourself, your brain will go and find the answer, whatever it is, and it will keep working until it finds that answer. And I'll give you some, when we get to solutions, we'll talk about that. But it also will focus on things that we only understand and avoid things that we don't understand. So there's a part of our brain called the reticular activated system, or RAS. And it is so powerful. It works while we're sleeping. It determines what information is important and what is not. So for example, if you're sleeping at night and there's a dog barking outside your house, why don't you wake up? Because it is funneling that information to a place that says this is not important, you don't wake up. But your brain actually hears that. Think about, moms and dads who have babies. Why does the mom wake up when the baby cries and the dad doesn't? Because one is prioritizing the information as important, the other one isn't. And the brain does not understand the word don't. So if you say, for example, to your child, don't spill the water, don't spill the milk, you're actually focused on spilling that milk. If you say I can't, or I don't, then that's what the brain will eliminate that and focus on whatever it is that's negative. For example, I can't, or I don't do this well, and that's what you focus on. So let me do an experiment with you. I want you to close your eyes, everybody listening. Whatever you do, don't focus on a red bicycle. Just don't. Hopefully none of you see a red bicycle. Now, here's the problem with that. Our brain, you guys use Google, right, to search for things, and it's pretty fast today. Your brain makes Google look like you're searching using a chisel and a hammer on a stone tablet to find information. You type something, you say something to your brain, and it goes and finds it that fast. So if we're focused on negative things, this is a problem, because we're getting negative feelings, we're getting negative outcomes, we're getting negative results. So that's the problem. And one more thing I want to add to this before I answer the rest of your questions, that much of what we believe isn't true. Now, I'm not talking about fake news or anything like that. I'm just talking about things like, let me give you an example. Years ago, I was called by our CFO to his office. He said, Spencer, I want to see you in my office. The first thing I thought was, oh no, I'm in trouble. And as a result, I go back, my heart is racing. I'm thinking, okay, what did I do? What do I need to say to him? I had all kinds of anxiety. I was worried. And I get into his office and sit down. Okay, what's up? Hey, I need your help, Spencer, on thinking about this new program we're putting together. I'd really like to have your input. And I'm like, oh. My belief was I was in trouble. And so I acted in a way with fear, and my heart was racing. It wasn't true. But because I believed it, my body responded to what I believed. I'll give you another example. I was a CEO of a leadership training and development company, and we were having a lot of challenges. This was many years ago, and we were starting to grow, and we didn't have enough trainers. And one of my salespeople, I had been working on this problem really diligently. One of my salespeople came in my office and said, Spencer, hey, what's going on with we need more sales trainers. What's going on? And I was like, oh, he's attacking me. He's like, he doesn't think I'm doing my job. And as a result, I got defensive because of my thoughts. I got defensive and I started ripping on him. He's my employee who cares about what's going on. And because of my mindset, what I believed, my emotions changed how I was feeling, and I started acting in a way that wasn't effective in that relationship. And he's a great guy, right? I'll give you another example. Maybe somebody at work or school or synagogue or mosque or church, maybe they don't say hi to you when you walk by them. So you believe that they don't like you. And maybe they just are shy. But because you maybe you didn't reach out to them, but maybe because they didn't reach out to you, you have this belief about that person. Here's one more. Maybe somebody communicates with you in a direct way, and you're not a direct communicator. And so you think they're mad at you. Do you see how sometimes our thoughts right? So do you see how our thoughts that are not always true cause us to behave in certain ways that create results that are not optimal? These are problems that we're experiencing right now. And so our brains are designed to find the evidence of what we believe. And it finds all this proof. Well, that person must not like me because look, they look down when I walk by. When really it could have been, their shoelace was undone and they just noticed that. It had nothing to do with you. And so that's part of the problem.